streaming. And I'll share my screen. Cool, welcome to your GIVeconomy check-in. Today is March 22nd. No, it's the 23rd. Cool. So we'll just do intentions, distractions. My intentions for the call are to talk about regen farms. If we need to discuss anything about like this ending the middle finger stream thing, I didn't create the blog post yet, but maybe somebody else will want to take it on. There's also, I also wanted to talk about the Angel Vault raise that Griff put on the forum and just go through the issues on the board. I made the board nice and organized. So yeah, the issues are on there. But so we'll start with regen farm stuff, but those are my intentions. I'm not distracted. I'll pass it to Griff.
GM! So I just challenged my first proposal on the Give Garden, so that's exciting. So we could just talk liquidity stuff for a sec at some point during this call. And I love the work around the Uniswap V3 was so incredible. I just want to give so much praise to that, and also check in on, and also talk about the Angel Vault stuff. I made a huge forum post, and I hope that gets a second to talk about during this call, even though these are both kind of governance stuff. And distractions, just a delicious smoothie. I'll pass it to Mohammed.
Thanks, Gabe. Hey everyone, I'm just here to sing in the loop and sync up, and I have no distraction. I pass it to Ami.
Hello everyone again. My intention is to talk about Angel Vault, precise. I read the document. It's the concept is it's not so straightforward for me. I don't know how it's worked. I don't know it deeply. I should get more. And my distraction. I'm not distracted, but we are surprised by the cold weather here. You don't understand how much cold is here. It's colder than winter in the spring. Oh. And yesterday it was snowing here. That was fun. And I don't know, climate change has started. I pass to Mosedi.
Okay, so my intentions is actually getting feedback about regen farm and no distraction. I can pass it back to Lauren, I guess. I'm the last one. Oh,
let's pass it to Pablo, who just jumped in. Pablo, we're doing intentions and distractions.
Hello. It's my turn, I guess. So my intention for this call is like a little bit of a follow-up of everything that happened with UniV3 and to see what else is on the roadmap and on the menu. And I don't really have any distractions in that regard. And that's it. Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
No worries. Sounds great. Cool. So that is everybody. So let's maybe start with regen farm stuff so that we can get the feedback on the design and check out any other issues that are in there. So I know that Mo sent me some. Mo, did you put the new design thing in the issue?
I put the screenshots on the issue. I was waiting for the feedback to see if that's okay. Then I can share the link to the feedback file.
Cool. Let me see. Where was it? Do you know what issue it was?
200, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So the issue is basically to solve the fact that the regen stream is on the same page as all the other streams, and so Mo made this. I think it looks good. Does anyone else have any comments or feedback? Do you think we should change it to be like this?
Just let me add something here, Lauren. There's two cards here, as you can see. The left one is the farming card. Then we have the introduction or a hint, something like that. It's always there. It's not going to be closed or anything. You can tap on the learn more to see the information on another tab, and then at the right side you can see the stream. Before this it was like tapping on the question mark, then you go to the information part, and you could go back, but here it's just two separate parts.
Cool. Yeah. I think it's good. Does anyone have any comments?
I think that users don't want to read the introduction every time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It can be something like drawer. I don't know anything else to be shown. In case, I prefer the previous design that by clicking a question mark, it will be shown.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. That's the only, I don't know. What do you think, Griff?
Okay.
I agree. I think the text on the page is always boring and like moves people away.
Yeah.
So
if we could extend the flow rate thing.
Yeah, make this bigger.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I will update the design and send the link.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
I do like that it's broken up though. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
That each DAO gets its own like row.
I like that a lot. That's the best.
Cool.
It feels really organized. Cool. Great. Okay. So I don't need to make a comment. You got it, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. There are some issues here to be tested for regen farms, but I just woke up, so I didn't get to take a look at them. That's like last night fixed them. I mean, I wanted to ask about this. So this is already implemented, like the countdown, right? Yeah. Oh, never mind. You commented too. This is what happens when I sleep. You guys do work, and then I wake up and I'm not in the loop.
Yeah, I forgot to move the card to another column, if you like it.
Okay, so basically when a question for like regen farms, when we launch regen farms, we won't have the Fox stream started yet. It'll be like a countdown for a couple of days, and people will be able to people are still able to stake their LPs and provide liquidity. They're just not able to earn a yield yet, right?
I don't know. It's about the region. It's about about the farm. Which one do you mean? Because they have they can have different
regen farms.
Can start after the spring. Farm, yeah. The farm can have a start time in the future, and till that time, a countdown is shown. And what was the question? Did I answer that?
With timing for launching the Fox stream and stuff like that, when we go live with this, when we push this to live, we're going to push it live, but the rewards won't start for a couple of days. So we take advantage of the countdown thing, right?
Yes. But sorry, in your region stream table, we should show 0% progress till that time, or no? In the stream also we should have content.
Maybe we could just have it gray, like blurred.
Sorry, what?
Maybe we just have it like blurred.
Oh, that's a cool idea. So please have it designed for that. So think about it, how we should do it, or make it disabled or anything. I don't know.
Sorry, I was distracted. Design for what?
So when it when it has the countdown, like you know how like one of the cards in your design right now has like elk with the countdown. When it's counting down, the stream part and the harvest thing for the expansion, like the whatever universe expansion, should be blurred out, like as if you're on the wrong network.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Cool. I'll make a comment in this one. Countdown farms stream should be blurred. Okay, great. So this is one issue that I just like. So we need guidelines for like what qualifies a project to be regen farms. I discussed it really briefly with Willie, and the idea was that it's like impact DAOs, like a DAO that has net positive externalities with a minimum $5 million market cap and minimum of 100,000 of rewards that they want to put in. Does this seem like good requirements? Should we include any other requirements? Because I need to write documentation for this.
$5 million market cap?
That's what we said.
I mean, we barely have a $5 million market cap.
Okay, so what do you think?
I think the market cap one is tough. I think we should look at the projects. I think we should design the requirements around the projects that we want to be involved. So let's go look at what One Hive, or I don't know, Panbala, TC, all of our favorite projects. Let's look at the ones that we're like, oh yeah, we want these guys here, and make sure that they fit the requirements.
Okay. But the requirements should be like we should have minimum rewards going in, minimum market cap, and is there anything else? Like, should there be any other criteria? Because I could get someone to go look at these other groups and figure out what theirs is.
Yeah, I mean, I like minimum 100K in rewards, especially if it's the stream over 5 years. You know,
yeah,
minimum 100K in rewards makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah,
go ahead.
From what you described, those sound like soft requirements. Basically, it's the projects that are aligned with value aligned, and that's good. But like you mentioned, one hard requirement, which is the reward amount. So because I'm not sure it's easy to draw a line around all of these projects that has any kind of hard requirements, like the total. You know, if like the total market capitalization, for example, I think those might differ quite a lot, and I'm not sure how to describe that as a requirement.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's why that's the question, right? So,
sorry.
No, it's okay. So does anyone have any suggestions? I don't know. Because otherwise, I mean, we could just, I don't know. I think it's good when we launch if we have certain requirements, because I feel like when we launch, people will look at it, then we'll have people applying, and we want to be able to say no on some grounds. So like, what are the grounds on which we should be able to say no?
I mean, we could say there has to be a regen economy. They have to be promoting some kind of public good.
Well,
what do you need this stuff go to, like a snapshot vote? I'm assuming yes.
That would be great.
okay.
I mean, that would be, instead of having these hard requirements, you know, we can kind of pass it off to the community.
That sounds good. But maybe we can do both. Like, I mean, need to be supporting some public good and need to have like some kind of amount of rewards, and then we're like, community, do you agree with this one? Does this meet these requirements?
Yeah. There's all the stuff that's written on, but then there's all the social nuances, like what if their DAO is shitty, or you know, the project isn't getting very good support,
or like agave or something.
Yeah. Oh, you got hacked recently.
I got hacked recently, but like, yeah, maybe that's no longer net positive externalities. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snapshot vote makes sense to me.
Great. I think that's a great idea. Cool. So that's something to go off of. So it'll be like, need to be a regen economy and have net positive externalities, need to have 100K in rewards, and then we'll look at different groups and kind of like put a ballpark market cap as like an estimate, and then I'll just say, and it'll go to a snapshot vote. Great. I love it. Thank you guys. Okay, other than that, regen farm. So like with the new stuff that Mosady is finishing up for the design, that kind of just needs to be implemented and like a little more testing, then we're kind of ready to go. Yeah, I need to write this documentation and the outreach. Oh, there was this create outreach material for other DAOs. I guess, I mean, you were on this issue, and I think it was because this is like the things that the DAO needs to provide, like in order to start up the farm, they need to provide in like the certain criteria. But this is already written somewhere, right? Like they need to say how long their stream is going to go, and we need to talk to their devs.
You mean a guideline for creating a stream, you mean?
Yeah, for a DAO to set up a regen farm, they need to give us some data. They need to give us the data that we need to provide. Yeah. So we need to start.
Oh, no. We should create a document for that. Yeah, no, we don't have it. Yeah, assign it. Yeah, I will create it.
Okay, cool. Nice. Do I need to comment or anything?
So, no, I would create that in the wiki of the US, right?
No, we don't have a wiki anymore. We have docs. If you want to just make it into a HackMD, and then we can get maybe Jay, who's been working on the docs, or Mitch to put it up.
Okay.
Or I guess you could put it up too. But just make it a HackMD and then add it to the issue, and then we could just double check it, or maybe I'll put it in the other documentation with the regen farms and just make it one thing, and then we can put it up. Cool. Great. Man, GitHub has been weird lately. It's okay.
Yes.
It's half the time my comments don't go through. I can't close issues. It's anyway.
Yeah, and ZenHub had issues. It wasn't rendered correctly for me.
Right.
It wasn't half of the picture sometimes.
Oh yeah, me too. That was so annoying. It was so small, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. Yeah. Okay. So for regen farms, the only other issue, I guess, is this one, guide shapeshift on the transactions to execute. But this is already kind of done, right? We already set up with them, or we need to have some coordination with the shapeshift team to initialize it.
I probably did you become involved or not? Because they told, I almost forgot. They pinged me on the group channel. I should prepare it. Yeah, it's to me.
Okay.
Yeah, please assign it. I should follow.
Okay.
I didn't really understand that all the way through, but if there's something you need me to do, just let me know. Yeah, it was about they want to deploy their own stream, a real one. I have created a mock on our development environment. If you see the staging environment, there are some foxes, but I have created that. But they themselves like to create a new one, like to deploy. So they need some guide or help, probably. Okay, so we can coordinate if you want to take care of that. Yeah, that would be great. Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. I think that's all for regen farms. So I'm feeling good about regen farms. Let's see how long it takes us to get these final issues kind of put together, and then I think realistically we can launch on Monday. Does that seem reasonable?
Regen farm for Fox, you mean?
Yeah, for Fox.
On Monday. Yeah.
Maybe
I can. I will follow up.
I think if we all get these issues done, if we get these outreach materials, the documentation, we organize a shapeshift, the transactions need to be done. Mo finishes these designs and Cherik implements it, and we can do it in the next 3 days. Then we can go on Monday. I already wrote the blog post, and that would be cool. If not Tuesday, we can sync. I know you guys have weekend on Friday, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. That's
great. Maybe Cherik is not available. You can benefit from another front-end developer.
Cherik?
If Cherik is not available.
Totally. I asked him yesterday. I was like, hey, Cherik, I heard you're really sick. We have these issues. Do you want to do them, or should I ask someone else? And he's like, I will do them. And then this morning I woke up and he was like, they are done. So I don't know. So maybe he wants to, And so if he wants to, I'll let him do it. If he says no, I'll check in with Ramin or with Matteo or someone else who can do it for us.
Yeah. Cool. Good.
Yep. Okay, cool. Great. So now let's just do a quick follow-up on the UniV3 stuff. There is the issue of distributing the rewards. which I think Mitch and Amin, I assigned you to this, and I think there's some chats. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. So we can do this easily, right?
Yes. Yeah, the allocated do it. After the transaction goes through, I can put it somewhere in backend or front end that show, it's for that transaction is gift card. Or we can name it anything if you like.
Sorry to interrupt. Kotabe is looking to join, but I don't think they have the unicorn role, so they actually can't see this voice channel.
Can you just give him the unicorn role? Are you an admin?
I can do it, just making sure it's chill.
Yeah, I think it's chill, especially for just this moment. I mean, he's trying to come on and do a lot of project management stuff, so I think he'll get that role anyway in a minute. Hi, Willie.
Good morning.
Good morning. We kind of just finished talking about regen farms, but just to give you a quick catch-up, heads up, the blog post is done, and we've integrated a lot of issues. Mo's fixing a little something on design, and then we'll do it on the front end, and Amin is preparing documentation for like outreach material for other DAOs, and also he's gonna like help support Shapeshift and like the execution of transactions starting to start it up. And we're estimating that we can go live, at least like make it with the countdown, like on Monday or if not Tuesday.
Sweet, sounds good. We'll be ready on our end to deprem on our side. Thanks for the update.
Great.
Sounds great.
And now we're talking about Uni v3. Okay, so now with all the changing of the channels, I've forgotten what we were just talking about. We're talking about sending the rewards to the users. And Mitch, what did you just say? Oh, you were talking about Kotabe. I thought you were talking, that's why. Okay, great. Okay, cool. So we have the data and we can distribute the rewards to the people who need it. Like, should we do that like now? I mean, maybe we can wait until next week after regen farms, but is there anything that's like blocking this issue from being complete?
No, I think that's us.
Yeah.
What?
Except human resource, no one be able to do the calculation. Check the value of the game, run the application. I'm going to help anyone who wants to run the application. It could be easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a script, that will output this information in the... Okay, perfect.
Yeah. You can define the specific flag number, and you can have an archive support node. The Alchemy do it. Paula introduced us the Alchemy. It's good. It has the archive support, so you can run it against any block. Probably the best block is the block after we executed the transaction that disabled the farm, disabled the token, Uniswap token.
There were no more than 15 total positions, and only last time I checked, there were only 2 or 3 positions that were larger. Everything else is just like small amount of give and ETH, so it's not actually that bad. There aren't that many people that are were left behind, as far as I understand.
Cool.
And have you decided to cancel the stream of who has pondered the farm?
I think we should, but I haven't made that forum post yet, just because I got overloaded with many other things. If somebody wants to take it on and make the forum post, I'm happy to pass it to them. No takers.
Sorry, I was distracted. The forum post for just outlining the script that we're running and everything?
No, we moved on. The question was about ending the enormous millions of dollars stream for this middle finger whale. And Amin prepared a hack MD with some of the data, like when the stream started and where they got it from and the amount in these streams. There's a few different parties, and kind of that needs to be communicated in a way where it's the proposal is to end this stream and get some advice process on it.
I reviewed this hack MD, and the only thing missing for me was how much actually came from UniV3 middle fingering. Because like if people were putting in, a decent, like a wide range and earning rewards, they shouldn't be penalized for that. It's really just the people who are putting in 1-2 ticks things that we want to target. And I couldn't see that data. Is that data available?
It can be, it's obtainable in its time. We spend some time to filter those. I can, if anyone has time, it's easy to fetch information, but someone can manually compare the numbers and say, they are short, they are matched. It's just playing with the GraphQL, and it's so easy for someone who is interested and have time.
So it sounds like the forum post is mostly done, and you just want to add some information and then post it up there, and then get advice on whether or not we penalize the 1-tick middle finger guy.
Well, what Amin was saying is that like we should use GraphQL and like run a query to figure out how much of this stream came from middle fingering rather than like full range, providing full range liquidity. And so like need to do that and then get a little bit more data and then take the information from that hack and
Actually, I cannot tell exactly how much has obtained from what. I can have the list of positions that they have created and see how much, see the mean lower tick and upper tick of each position. But how much each one has gained is difficult. You should, it's doable, but it's complex and needs time. You should see when they have harvested their reward. And we are not prepared for that, and calculate the reward at that moment. It's not easy.
I think the first thing that you mentioned, just like what positions they made and how big they were, is probably evidence enough.
Nice. So that will be so easy to obtain. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And GBeast might be interested. I don't know how he feels about this, but basically these rewards were stolen. He's the one who found out. And, and he was like, "Why am I not getting the rewards?" And it's because of this guy. So maybe he'd be interested in writing this forum post. And I think he wants stuff to do.
Great. Okay, I'll reach out to GBeast and try to give him all the relevant context and see if he's down to just prepare that.
Yeah, and I bet it'd be fun for him to talk to Amin and talk to me, and then we could move on with the forum post.
Cool. And then the other question is, we actually made an issue a long time ago, speaking of GBeast, about maybe making a gardens vote to give GBeast a reward, because he's really the reason that we'd kind of like discovered all this stuff. And then also he was like, he had the APR that he thought he should be getting 5,000%, but he was only getting like 10%. And then we were talking about like, maybe we should give him some rewards. I guess this is kind of like a governance question, but do we want to do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, sure, but I don't know if I have like the direct motivation to write a forum post about it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I feel like he's the one who should be writing the forum post if he wants money.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well.
Does he know the procedure? Or maybe we can just like ping him and tell him like, "Yo, we should write a forum post about this," and then we'll do it.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I can help him out with that and try and push him.
Well, I can do it because I want, if he's gonna write the forum post about the UniV3 middle finger stream thing, I have to probably give him all the context, and then I can. This is much easier, Just like
and then he could request from the NR Give or from the Gardens. He'll need to put up 5,000 Give to make a proposal on the Gardens.
Yeah, or I could do it. I don't mind doing these, like doing it.
Okay.
But. Yeah, I don't know. I think either is fine.
You could do with it like a bounty, kind of,
Yeah.
At your discretion, but yeah.
Okay. Any strong opinions on whether or not he should request from Garden or NRGIF?
I lean toward Gardens.
Because there's a lot more in the Garden, yeah. Okay.
And it just looks a little bit weird for the NRGIF. Be like, oh yeah, we just give tokens to people. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a precedent-setting thing that I think the Garden should set.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this next issue is kind of this is like a person who wants to do something issue. We need to update our circulating supply and coin market cap. It's like it only took it from the time that we sent them an API, and then now it says self-reported circulating supply. It's like this for like a long time. It's kind of a small issue. I don't know if anyone wants to take on the small issue.
And Forrest was taking it on before, right? And just never really finished.
She never closed. I mean, she made a profile for CoinMarketCap, so now we have a.
If we have the profile from that profile, I think we should be able to change. It's like owning the web page. It feels like a comms thing, really. It's like owning this page and keeping it updated with our latest content, kind of like a Facebook page.
Cool. Maybe I'll pass it on to like a comms contributor who wants to get. I'll pass it on to Kotale.
Oh yeah,
because he wants to get involved with GIVeconomy working group, and that's like a thing he can do. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna like scroll through the issues really quick and see if there's like anything that I think like we need to discuss immediately. Hey, for all these responsiveness issues, they're kind of already done, right? Like, didn't we make everything responsive when we did like the DApp v2? So these issues aren't relevant anymore.
They should be tested and new issues should be created again and again. You know, some general issue that make that responsive. It's not. I think it's not enough.
Okay.
People has done something. I didn't follow up more that the most, and I haven't seen any PR so far.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Good stuff. Cool. That's all the main stuff that I see on the board here. So let's go to so back to returning again to Uni v3. Is there anything else that like is outstanding that we need to consider? And we're distributing more awards, the potential ending of the middle finger. There still is this forum post about having another liquidity solution for mainnet. I mean, so there's two things. There's this Angel Vault raise with some pretty nice like timelines written into the forum post where it's like we need to raise like at least 500K of stable coins up to like 2 million. And like the idea is that like hopefully we can get the Angel Vault up like within a month, a little less than a month. So it's kind of like a pretty aggressive timeline and might be fine, and maybe we should only put our energy into there. But then like there's this other forum proposal where we were considering like what if we wanted to incentivize a give DAI Uni v2 pool or a give ETH Uni v2 pool or like another solution. So I don't know. This hasn't gotten a lot of action. Is it because we don't want to do another solution and we only want to focus all our energy on the Angel Vault? Or any opinions?
Yeah, I mean, I put some ideas in there.
Yeah, it's just you and me, Mitch.
I think it's a bandwidth issue.
Yeah. So, like, in order to set up a new, a Uni v2 incentive program, I mean, would that really require a lot of resources, development resources for us? Or it's pretty quick because we already set it up on Balancer and we set it up on HoneySwap and Sushi.
It should be relatively straightforward. We have everything already in place. We just need to add another script and test it once on testnet of our choice, and we can roll with it.
I mean, I think the best way forward is to make a forum poll and then make a snapshot vote.
That's a good idea.
And the rewards would end the same time as the other farms?
I think that makes the most sense. I don't think it should go on longer. And what we could do is we could use the allocation, some of the allocation of Give tokens that we had from UniV3 onto this. Like, we still have a lot of Give in our liquidity multi-sig that we could use for Angel Vault, so I don't think we like need that necessarily. And we could just repurpose those rewards.
Yeah. More sick APRs.
Or sick APRs, yeah.
That's cool, but can we have enough information to share? Because I think, yeah, we should put it to a vote, and that's not a problem. But do we have enough information we can share for people to make an informed decision? Because it's a little difficult to decide what to do at this point, from my perspective. Again, maybe I'm just poorly informed.
Well, what information does it need? I mean, I can add a comment to it and say, like, that we have whatever rewards, we have like 5 million Give left over from the UniV3 pool. We could use a little bit less of it, make it mirror the balancer pool at this point, and just, allocate. I think that would be nice. I mean, if we just put the same amount that we're using on the balancer pool to incentivize it and did like the same, because we have like every 2 weeks, the amount of rewards that are going out changes. So we could just like use the same pattern. Then it's kind of like, seems like easy, mirrored solution. And, I guess that's what I would propose. I like the idea of the Give die pool so that we have like some diversification with like a volatile, stable pair. And we already started a Give die pool with our liquidity multi-sig using the 5 ETH from Optimism. So it makes a lot of sense. I can kind of just like pitch that as the idea with also the caveat of like, everything is like ready from the development side. We would just need to like run the scripts to kick it off. So it wouldn't be a ton of work. I could just make that into a comment and then make a poll, unless there's any other missing information that you think needs to go in.
Yeah, this is all cool. Only question is like, if we just mirror the existing, like, do we just mirror the existing sort of parameters? Do we just use all the liquidity that we have, or do we do something else? That's the only question. Is like, we can just sort of, it's easy for us to move ahead with everything set up as it is, but this is also kind of a chance to reevaluate and try a different strategy. Again.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a little more. We allocated 2.5 million Give to Balancer, and the rewards on Balancer right now, APRs are like around 400%. I think we're like halfway through the program, so we're like around.
Yeah, but not halfway token wise. We're way past halfway token wise.
Okay.
So I would just I think the easiest thing is just to copy the balancer reward pattern and give it the exact same tokens that it needs, and make sure to start it on the 2 week mark.
Yeah.
Try to target a start on.
Yeah, and then and just have it be the same. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, the thing I like about that is because it's like we have similar APRs throughout our whole Give farm rather than like, putting a ton of rewards in UniV2. So it's kind of just like, this is what we should have done from the beginning, and this is what it would have looked like. And
it's true.
So anyway, I'll make that as a proposal, like as a suggestion in the forum, and we can put a poll and then see what people say. We could put it to a snapshot. Yeah. Okay, well.
How should we prepare for, the video seniors guys have lots of token in their hand. I have some amount of ETH in my hand to buy, off the price, but I don't know when is the good time. I think if I, the price, they will sell and they will last, but they have lots of yield there. If you should prepare, I don't know when is a good time to invest ETH in ETH.
Did you hear?
No.
Amin was saying he has a bunch of ETH from the middle finger battle that he wants to use to buy Give to pump the price. But if he pumps the price in the middle finger, people will likely more dump. And when's the best time to pump the price of Give or use the ETH on Give?
I would just say slowly. Don't pump the price. Just slowly buy. It's also your ETH, man. You know, don't.
Can also just keep ETH.
Yeah, it's your ETH. Do with it what you will. Maybe add it as liquidity against Give on the 80-20 pool or whatever, and earn rewards. It's your money, man.
Thank you. Yeah, best. I was thinking about putting that in balance. But yeah. Sorry, I just. I just. Just as I see for a second, and did I miss anything from the discussion?
How do we pump the price? Because they have dumped the price. The middle finger guys dumped the price by this. They have Russell took in their hand. As I see the user we trade has some. There's a huge amount of liquidity there, and they will sell it. Probably. How we should be prepared for that and don't allow them to dump the price. I don't know. If you pump price right now, they will dump it immediately and all this kind. They will get their ETH back. Yeah. But yeah, it's it was talk as about if you have any suggestions.
Yeah,
I can tell you later because I have to.
I don't think there's an answer for this stuff. I mean, it's like, who knows what these guys will do, and maybe they want the Give. Maybe they'll give maxis in disguise, and they're like, no, I'm going to keep this Give for the rest of my life, man. I'm going to tell my kids about this Give. So, like, who knows, right? Like, I don't think you should make decisions. These are your own financial decisions, and don't worry about the GIVeconomy on this.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, cool. So I want to give some time to the Angel Vault discussion. Griff, do you want to give everyone a quick TLDR, and then we can just kind of have any hashing through anything or support you?
Sure. So I'm super stoked to start raising money for the Angel Vault. The TLDR is that to make the Angel Vault a success, we need to raise at least $500,000 in Fey to get to the 10% mark on the Ichi team recommended of our market cap. But honestly, it would be way better if we could get to $1 million. That would set a huge signal. And so based off of that, I've made a proposal in a forum for how we can raise $1 million for the Angel Vault. And basically it's by selling Give tokens, right? But we would sell the Give, we would do a yeeter. And this is nice because it bridges us. There's a lot of things happening in this proposal. Number one, partnering with Ichi to build one Give and the Angel Vault. Number two, also partnering with Tribe and the Fey community to back our coin with Fey, back our Angel Vault with Fey, which is cool because they're willing to kick in 10% of whatever we do. I think we need to work with them to figure out what that actually looks like. I don't think they know, and also what the governance proposals are for that. So we will need a PM for that for sure to manage that connection. But also connecting with the DAO House community, who could potentially help our fundraise if we use their platform, which is their new platform called Yeet, which is also a fundraising platform, which is super cool. And since they're building a fundraising platform, I thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity to kind of connect them with us as well. So the basic plan, or the proposed plan, is to have different tranches. So we do a fundraise on Yeet. The cool thing with the Yeet fundraise is when people send their money in, if they want, they can rage quit it back out. So that's really nice for fundraising. Say, hey, if this doesn't work out, you can take your money back, money back guarantee. Worked for the DAO, hopefully it'll work for this. And then the first $500,000 of donations that come in would get a 3% discount on Give tokens. The next $500,000 would get a 2% discount, and that would bring us to our goal of $1 million. And after that, it would be great to have more money. Of course, if we're selling Give, we might as well like get some extra stables. It only helps our liquidity situation and our treasury management situation. So after $1 million, we give a 1% discount on Give, but we also kind of change where the money goes. So the current idea is that that most of the money, like before $1 million, before we reach $1 million, 95% of the money that we raise would go to buy Fae for our Angel Vault. But another 1% would go to create liquidity for the GiveXDAI LP. That's just to give us some liquidity on XDAI as well. And another 1% would go to donation.eth. So we can set the example of, hey, why doesn't every fundraise give 1% to donation.eth? If we don't do it, then why would anyone else? And then to build a partnership and to basically thank the Yeet community for supporting us. They have it on their website, basically, that there's a 3% fee for using the platform. But the way it's set up right now, when I deploy it, I could totally just make the fee 0. And I think I will make the fee 0, just so everyone who puts money in can rage quit 100% out. But at the end of our raise, basically we would use 3% of the funds to actually go get house. I would prefer to do it through an OTC deal with the DAO House community, send them the XDAI, and then they give us the house tokens. But we can, otherwise maybe we buy it on the market. We'll see how they want to do it. We're still working with them. But basically we'd put 3% into buying house tokens and then creating a house Give liquidity pool token. So those are the 4 different uses of the money. But then after $1 million, we don't really need so much liquidity on mainnet. I mean, it's nice, but it would be nice to balance the liquidity with XDAI. So instead of putting 95% into Fae, we put 60% into Fae for our Angel Vault after $1 million. And then we really increase the amount that we put into the GiveXDAI LP that our DAO would hold. And we also increase the amount to donation.eth to 5%, while keeping the house percentage at 3%, just to follow what they were saying for the fee for using the platform. So that's kind of the initial proposed idea. And Mitch already made a good comment on the timeline. So I don't know. I kind of like having kind of a quick fundraise, but maybe it is worth extending it a week. But basically, I would like to start the fundraise next week, next Tuesday. And we could have the fundraise end in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then after the fundraise ends, it'll take about a week to spin up the Angel Vaults. At least this is what the Ichi team said. And the idea for distributing the Give that was purchased, is that we wouldn't distribute it until the vault is up. So we'd set the price of Give based off of the vault, like where they put the price for the Angel Vault. And so wherever that buy wall is, that's the price people would get for contributing. And then it would take us a couple days, of course, I think with our multi-sig to send the Give out, just like collecting signatures and all of that to disperse the Give tokens. So yeah, that's kind of well, it was kind of a long explanation, but there's a lot going on. So that's the long and short of it without having to read the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Is this a good idea, bad idea?
I think it's a good idea. I mean,
because she's in the room helping me write this stuff. But anyway,
I think it's a good idea.
Honestly,
go ahead, Pavle.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Honestly, I need to think about this. I think in principle, this is a great idea. But there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into this proposal, and I can't really wrap my head around everything. specifically. So that's my input. I think a lot of people will have similar thoughts.
I have a quick question. So are we converting, this is all on XDAI.
Yeah.
We're raising XDAI, and then we're going to bridge it to mainnet and buy Faye with XDAI.
Yeah, we'll buy Faye with DAI. Yeah.
Buy Faye with DAI. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Which is probably why Faye is so excited to support us, because basically we'll take 1 million DAI that was locked in the bridge and move it to Faye. So it's like the battle decentralized,
Yeah.
stable tokens.
The other thing that I think we need to do or need to have more coordination around is like the actual fundraise. And it's like, I mean, if we have like, either 2 weeks, or even if we extend it to 3 weeks, it's kind of like a pretty tight timeline to like quick raise $1 million, So it's like we need people who are going out and talking to people and trying to raise funds, and like we should create like an organized effort like with the comms for that, I think. I mean, so like we can make like a comms kind of like campaign and like be sharing it on Twitter a lot, but it's like, what's our unified message? And then like we need to have people like reaching out to people one-on-one. And I know we have Yas who is going to help with this, but like, is she able to, because I'm happy to help with that, but I don't know what to do, So it's like, can you and Yas like try to bring other people in to be supporting you?
Yeah, the strategy for the fundraise, at least from Yas and my side, is to start reaching out one-on-one to all the people I know that are friends of Giveth that would be willing to support this. So we'd have a lot of one-on-one calls, especially that first week. And also we were thinking about putting a cap of 100K per person. That's the most anyone could contribute, just to make sure that it doesn't get too crazy.
Okay.
I mean, we only need, I don't think it'll be too hard to do this, but yes, it definitely needs a coordinated effort, and we could totally bring in lots of other people.
Yeah. Oh.
Discord. You killed me too.
What happened? What happened?
Are you guys still there?
Wow, did everyone just experience like a total Discord fail? What are they doing to us?
Discord needs to hire DevOps.
Sorry, so 100K cap?
100K cap per person.
Per person.
I mean, unfortunately, it's just per key, so it's not, doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
Have you talked to investors? Have you tried pitching this to investors yet?
Haven't tried pitching it so much, but not to investors. No, not yet. Wanted to get a confirmation that this is possible. What do you think, Willie? Is it a good setup? What are your thoughts? Is 3% enough of a discount, or is it too much of a discount?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That was kind of my big question. I was looking at the discounts, and I'm like, will that be compelling enough? And it might be, because there's no lockup, right?
No lockup. No lockup other than they have to wait until the buy wall is up.
Yeah, so it'd be like a month. I mean, if someone put in at the beginning of the fundraise, it would be like a month until they got their give.
Yeah.
And a month is a long time in crypto land, right? So, especially once we get down to that last mil, I guess it goes down to 1% discount, 2% for the first 500. It does seem like kind of small discounts to me, and so I wonder if it'll be compelling to investors. And then, some of these investors that might be interested in it, they might want more than 100K too. And it is like a cool investor, then maybe we're fine giving them more than 100K as long as we have some confidence that they're going to hold it and not just turn around and dump it immediately.
Yeah.
Can we consider investing? Or is it not compatible with the buy wall?
Say that again?
Can we consider adding vesting? And is it too difficult, or does it conflate with what we're trying to do with the buy wall and everything?
I mean, if we added vesting, and we would definitely want to increase the % discount that people get. That's for sure.
Could you give them a stream?
We could give them a stream, but then, like, you know, if they're getting a stream over 5 years, the discount should be huge.
Yeah. Like, what if you went to 10?
Went to 10% discount, but then they get a stream. I don't think that's enough for a 5-year stream.
No, I don't think so either.
I think the big selling point is this idea that you get your Give tokens, and then there's like a 25%, you know, or more potentially buy wall sitting there on there, and like even if you could sell right then and make a 3% profit if you want into that buy wall, but you're probably more likely. I guess that's the fear of making too big of a discount, is that they could literally just sell and take that 3%, you know, or whatever that discount is, into the buy wall and get their money back. And so we could kind of get gamed a little. You know, like someone could just put in $1 million and then take out $1 million out of the buy wall by selling their Give tokens, and then like take 10% profit.
And anybody can contribute. There's no like trusted seed or like checking people out.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was suggesting that too.
That's the idea, is that anyone could contribute. No trusted seed, no friction. It's a yeet. But if the percentage is 3%, you know, it's like, okay, so you could put in, you know, $1 million and then sell and make 3%, or like there's this giant buy wall. Like if you hold for a couple more days, a couple more weeks, you'll probably be able to sell for more than that into the market. This was the thought process, but I don't know. Like, yeah, Willie, what do you think? Given the buy wall is 3%, still not enough?
I don't know. We have to talk to some investors. You know, I'm obviously bullish on Giveth and stuff, but to me, it's like, is this super compelling? A 3% discount isn't a huge discount, but it is a discount, right? It's cheaper than you can buy Give on the open market. And I think if we can get a good narrative around this and communicate and do a lot of one-on-one conversations, maybe tell people more about Give than they know, and get them more excited about it than they already are, and let them know again that this is going to support Give. And you can point at the Ichi Angel Vault and see what their price has done over the past 3 months during a down cycle. I think it's worth a try for sure. And I really appreciate you guys putting all this thought into it and putting together all these details, and being open to having a bunch of calls, because I know it's not the most fun thing to do, Griff, but you're so good at it.
I'm not good at it. I wish I was.
You are good at it, yeah.
Good at pitching Giveth and bad at asking for money.
Yeah, bad at asking for money. Maybe in this context it'll work better.
Wait.
Totally.
How is the Angel Vault for Fox?
The Angel Vault's solid. We are in a similar situation where we need to get more liquidity into it. We're about to do something pretty cool that Giveth could also consider doing. This is pretty interesting. So the team we're doing Olympus Pro Bonds, where we are basically selling Fox for USDC. And we're to increase the amount of Fox we're selling for USDC. And we're going to take all the new USDC we're earning and pair that with more Fox to put in the Angel Vault. So it's pretty cool. For every dollar that we're selling for bonds, let's say $1.10, because we sell at a slight we're getting $1.20 of like one Fox right into the buy wall underneath it. So even if 100 Fox commissions get sold, we're still adding more liquidity to the buy wall. Plus, we have other liquidity out there. So the Angel Vault isn't our only liquidity pool. So that's one way that we're working on acquiring USDC and getting more liquidity into the Angel Vault. We also have this Rari pool, and we're about to put some Fox rewards on Angel Vault LP tokens as collateral, so that to enable people to go leverage long on their Angel Vault. That's something that's worked really well for Ichi as well. And one other thing, I think this is worth a try. One thing to consider is, and it should be ready by the time we've given this a try, is just using Give as collateral and borrowing Faye against it. And the tribe is about to launch this program called Turbo that you've probably heard of, and it can basically enable us to borrow Faye at like near zero interest rate. And we have so much treasury, we have so much Give in the treasury that we should be able to defend against liquidation just by putting Give in there as collateral that would otherwise be sitting idly. We don't have to enable Give for borrowing either. You can just put it in there as collateral and borrow against it. that's, I think, a good backup plan, at least, if this doesn't, if we're not able to get raise as much as we need through this, then I'm confident that there's some other avenues that we can explore too. But I think it's worth a try, especially it seems like a cool thing with DAO to partner and try out their new platform, and maybe it'll help us get some promotion. We should at least sell some Give, right?
With Olympus, what percentages are you usually selling Fox at a discount of?
So the way it works is it's the discount is variable and it increases over time, and then as soon as someone comes in and buys a bond, it pushes the discount back into the premium range. So on average, it's like 10% or less that we're selling for. Plus, there is a 3.3% fee on your token that goes into the Olympus treasury and just gets locked up in the reserves to back home.
So the people are really buying Fox at like a 13% discount or a 10% discount?
They're getting it at a 10% discount, and then Olympus, I guess, we're selling it at the DAO is selling it at like maybe 13% discount. It depends though too. I think that it tends to be less than 10%, especially with like the USDC, because it's easy for people to execute that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there's a 7-day lockup too, so it also, it's they're not guaranteed to get that discount because they don't get all the tokens until 7 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the other thing is when people put in their XDAI to this thing, we're not going to price the Give token until the Angel Vault is up. So they'll get the price of the Angel Vaults minus 3%, plus there's a giant buy wall that they can sell into. So they just get a free 3% if they really don't believe in Giveth, but or they can hold like if the price is 36 cents now, then they don't get that price. They'll get the price. They'll make sure to get this profit is like guaranteed.
Yeah, I think this is definitely worth a try. We put this thought into it, and it seems like we can work with DAO House to launch it and stuff. And I think it's worth a try. I think we'll end up selling some Give at least.
How would you say we do user testing on the numbers?
I think these one-on-one conversations are great, and ask people for candid answers. And will you participate at this discount? And if they say no, it's like, okay, what discount would you participate at, right? And see if it's something that could still be a win-win. If 5% is a lot more compelling for that first tranche, maybe we do 5, 4, 3 instead of 3, 2, 1. If it's especially if we're reaching out to a lot of friendlies and stuff who are committing to like jump to aping in at the beginning. Then I feel a little bit more comfortable increasing that discount. And there is a 1 month lockup, so that is somewhat justifiable.
Yeah. Cool. We are 4 minutes over our call time. But that was interesting. But maybe we can wrap this conversation up, and then if anybody has any more comments or any more questions, you could leave it in the forum, and we can kind of coordinate around that async. But I think we covered everything else too with the GIVeconomy. Any objections? Go ahead.
One last thing, maybe we can do like an NFT for everybody who participates in the round too. And it's the first time Giveth is like raising some funds, so make it some sort of special NFT that these are the early supporters or something like that.
Yeah, I did create an issue to like create a POAP for everyone who participates, but yeah, if we could make
that's perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
NFT and a POAP.
An NFT and a POAP.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Giveth Angels. Become a Giveth Angel.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, so there could be like an NFT. There could be different NFTs for different like raise amounts.
Mm-hmm.
And then and a POAP for everyone. Cool. I like that idea. Okay, I in the interest of everybody's day, we should probably wrap up this call. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. We'll see you next time. And actually, Mo and I are going to hang out and talk about Give Power. So if you want to hang out and talk about Give Power, stick around.